I was planning on fragging my Xenia, and I did, but it wasn't a good story. So to sum it, basically in the beginning, I thought, well, I'm gonna frag some corals, and in order to do that, I'm gonna glue them to a frag plug with super glue. But it didn't work out that well. So I glued them, and I thought, oh wow, it's fine, as you can see right here. But then the next day, they were off the frag plug, and I was like, oh darn, I must not have glued them that well, and they were just laying in places in my tank. So I decided that I'll glue them on again, thinking that I didn't glue them on properly. And so this time I made sure I put a big glob of glue and I stuck them on. And I put them in the tank and they didn't float away. So I thought, oh, there we go. Must be better now. But the next day again, they weren't in my tank. They basically floated off again. So I decided, you know what? I'll do this one more time. And this time I put the glue on the coral first, which I rubbed it in with a toothpick, and then I placed it on the frag plug. And I thought, this gotta stick them in. But, again, the next day, they came off. Again. So, fragging soft corals, it's much better to tie them down and let them attach themselves instead of using glue. So what I decided to do with the coral frags was throw them out, because I figured, even though they're Xenia and they're pretty hardy, first of all, I didn't want them floating around my tank and attaching to someone, as I've heard many horror stories about how they could overtake a tank. So I didn't want to just leave them in the tank. So I just decided to throw them out, since I couldn't effectively glue the frags or place them somewhere where they weren't going to attach to any of my rock. Don't forget, new videos every Monday, I hope.